I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live, baby. I love when he does that. I just wanted to start off because, as you know, we are always not just live on YouTube, we are also live on iHeartRadio. But right now, we are live in Toronto, Canada, baby. That's right. 8 to 9 p.m. every Sunday. When we are here, we are also in Toronto. Isn't that cool?
Well, we're in a lot of other countries too.
Well, yeah, I mean, we are in, but it's just like Toronto, Hong Kong, London, what am I missing? Jamaica, the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. I mean, you know, I'm just focusing on Canada for a reason because our next guest is
in Egypt.
Well, in Egypt. I'm sorry, Dubai.
No, Egypt, not Dubai. Dubai is different.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Egypt and Dubai. Am I getting a geographical
Go ahead,
lesson
put them
today?
up.
Okay, put them up. Let's put them up.
Dubai.
And Egypt. Oh my God.
Bahamas.
Can we go to the Bahamas? I would love to go to the Bahamas right about now.
I don't want to go to the Bahamas.
I would love to go to the Bahamas. And Hong Kong, like I said. And there we go. Any other shout outs you want to do, hon?
No.
Okay. So I would also like to give a shout out to our sponsors as usual. That would be Slapwoods and Valon, Natural Born Clothing Band, YNVS, Maverick Global Distribution, and the Hype Magazine. Thank you to all our sponsors. And once again, here we are. And we have a very interesting show for you today. I mean, he's not just a singer and a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a movie producer and director and a very interesting fellow. So after the commercial break, we'll bring you back to Gino McCoy. Stay tuned.
Find somebody that you won't let go, and when you find that body, in your eyes, I see no fear. I have finally found my love. Distance could never keep us.
Welcome to Paradise Content Creation Studios, where your creativity finds its perfect home. Imagine a space where innovation meets inspiration at every corner. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed to transform your ideas into extraordinary realities. Whether you're crafting cinematic masterpieces or viral content, we have it all covered. Join a community of creators who dare to dream and push the boundaries of possibility. With cutting-edge technology and a passionate team, your projects are destined for greatness. Step into a realm where every detail is meticulously crafted for your success. At Paradise Content Creation Studios, unleash the power of your imagination and watch it soar.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are. So please welcome to the show, Gino McCoy. There we go.
What's up, Gino?
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, please. You are such a darling. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to say to you was congrats on your second wedding anniversary that just happened.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank
You know what? I did watch the video because you were mentioning about your dad doing like these crazy things. But you know what? That was actually pretty cool because when you did it like the Soul Train, okay, you had people on both sides and everybody was doing their own thing in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Man,
know?
you're giving him too much credit for being a bad dancer, man.
Listen,
Good.
I wasn't sure which one was your father because they were all having a good time. Okay.
The craziest dancer was my father.
That was your dad. Okay. See,
Yeah,
he was doing, yeah. But you know
he was
what?
doing, he was doing, he was doing something like that. I didn't approve of, you know what I mean? But that's
He was so, but
okay.
he was having so much fun. I could
Yeah,
tell, you
yeah.
know. But congratulations on your second wedding anniversary.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much. I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. Also, okay, so we got you as a singer, songwriter, post record, producer, actor, screenwriter. I mean, you're doing it all.
You know, I never thought I would be like wearing so many different hats.
Yeah.
But I think, it happened because when I first went to Los Angeles, I was supposed to sign with the record labels like Universal and some of the other labels wanted to sign me back in 2009, 2010.
Okay.
My friend was, he was one of the VPs of A&R for like, Universal Motown and
Okay.
at the time. And they wanted to change my music.
Oh no.
And I didn't want to change the style of my music. It was more like, Lenny Kravitz, like Michael Jackson stuff. And
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
they want me to go into like that Euro R&B stuff that Usher was doing at that time. I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
So I didn't want to change. So I decided not to sign with any of the record labels when I went to LA.
Yeah. I don't blame
And, and I basically went independent. And I had to figure out a way to like an avenue to put my music in for it to get like, marketed and get noticed.
you. Right.
So I came up with the idea that I was going to write scripts and produce movies and basically put my music in there.
Yeah. But that's, let me tell you, that is a beautiful avenue. And
All
plus,
I have to say, it all starts with Motown.
yeah, it
'Cause
always
even
does.
my career started with
Motown, man. Motown is like
I
so
already
funny.
know. I already know. Out here in New York, they did the same exact thing, and I'm gonna give a little wink to them because you already know I made a couple of your people famous. So wink back.
Ah. Yeah, man. Without DJs like yourself and other people, man, like the music can't get out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no. I was saying that because I seen a lot of artists that should have blown up for their talent, and I'm
right.
like, it was just Motown. It was other labels back then,
Mm.
and it gets me so mad because what happens with that whole thing is you guys basically are cookie cut. They're trying to make you guys cookie cut, like
Cookie cutter. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
We're brother. They're trying to put us in something that we don't want to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and the music
problem.
is going to be terrible because that's not something you want.
Yeah.
See, that's where people don't understand that the independent market is that you can express yourself in a deeper way in music. When you're signed to a label, they try to make you seem like, how can I make this package perfect? Not realizing they're actually stunting your growth.
Mm. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, they don't have A&R guys like they used to.
No, absolutely
They will
not.
like actually develop artists, or like they see your style and they're like, yo, this person could sing that really good music. Let's try to progress with that. They're like, no. Let's try to put them like into somebody else that's doing something like that. Because when I first got signed by my publishing, like with BMG, one of the guys was telling me, oh well, your competition is such and such and such and such. I'm like, well, to be honest with you, I'm doing different music than them.
Right.
You're trying to lump me into that category, but like I don't. My sound is entirely different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to be like them. And that's the problem with the industry.
Yeah.
So I mean, I did that, and I wrote my first script, which was like about the deep web and Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first person in Hollywood to write about the deep web and Bitcoin in 2010.
Wow.
And a few articles covering me and stuff like that. And I worked with the entertainment division of the FBI when I was writing the script. And it was interesting because that movie never got produced. It was like one of the only movies never got produced that got covered by the FBI.
Absolutely. 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 Because something that actually means something and something that's actually good never gets seen.
Mm.
It's same thing with music too, right, brother? Like, I mean, like,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what gets me so annoyed. That's what gets me so annoyed that they got these cookie cutters, every single way running around, and their music is just, they're not real music. To me, I don't care. I know everybody watches. Everybody's listening to us right now inside Toronto. honestly good to me. They try to give me these artists, right? And they go, "What do you think about them?" And I give them a double take and a double look, and I'm like, "I don't want it."
I don't want it.
And they're like, "Oh, but you got it." I don't got to play anything.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you're not, for me, music is a feeling, bro.
there you go. It's in the
It's
heart.
emotional for
Thank
me.
you.
It's in the heart. It's in the
If,
soul.
if I don't feel it, like, it's kind of like, I grew up, we grew up listening to like New York rap music, New York hip hop,
Don't even get
and
me on.
that has died.
Yeah.
Dude.
Has died a very, very slow, painful death, basically.
No, it's dead. It's gone. Atlanta Rock. I don't listen. Everybody watching me right now. I'm gonna say something, and this probably gonna go viral. Atlanta, Chicago, LA got it. Anything down south got it. New York, yo, watered down. You guys flopped. That's it. There was no. Listen to this. There was no representative in the freshman cover from New York. The freshman cover, the XL is based from New York.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Goodbye, New York. What's
Yeah.
that? What's that famous singer?
No.
What's that famous singer? Blue Eyes. You said it.
No, Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra said it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The Rat Pack said it, right? Okay. There you go. But no, what I was saying though is, I like you because honestly, like you understand a lot of the stuff that we have to go through as artists, as filmmakers, because my family's in film very heavily. Like, they're in film.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So my father, he does independent films. So I understand.
He knows the struggle, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows the struggle. He knows the struggle when it comes to distribution.
Since 05.
And,
Since 04, we've been in the film business.
and that's the thing about it too, is like, I had to independently distribute my film because all of the studios that came to us to distribute my movie, like, the deals were terrible.
Oh, absolutely. If you what was that freaking and it's hard too. What do they call it? Is it popcorn? What's the distribution company that everybody's on? Like, people try to get on, but you have to be submitted for it, because my family is my family's grandfather.
You talking about Rotten Tomatoes?
No, not Rotten Tomatoes. I'm talking about the distribution.
Distribution.
Yeah, like like the distribution and companies that like have to pitch it to like certain different distributions, like from Netflix to Hulu to Amazon Prime. What do they call it? Is it popcorn? I forgot what the distribution it is, right?
Are you talking about the service that basically like takes it to like film festivals?
Not the film festival one, but the digital market. Like say that I just made a film, right? And I want to go and submit and automatically get myself submitted to like a Netflix, to an Amazon Prime, to like a
yeah, it's like distributor and those other ones. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so I understand how that is, because when we were trying to, thank God, I don't know how, but in 2008 we found a young company. The company was called Netflix. Okay, and Netflix was given, just to be seen, they were giving independent people to just chip out this stuff just to be seen, right?
Yeah.
Pops got into it. That's why we are supposedly grandfathered in there. Not a lot of people know that, but that's because he's grandfathered in Netflix, and I think he's grandfathered in Amazon.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's like the first time I heard that, boy.
Yeah, we are.
Distribution plan.
Well, you got to realize something though. He went. There was a small company. You know what I'm saying? It was. They were trying.
Yeah, that was like during the Blockbuster days when they were like mailing out DVDs.
They were trying. He found them by accident because they were trying to buy out Blockbuster. We were trying to go into what was that? Redbox and 7-Eleven, because Redbox actually were the ones that was heavy distributing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we were trying to get into Redbox, and then all of a sudden we couldn't get into Redbox, and then one day MySpace. Let's go way back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go.
Yeah, MySpace.
So MySpace, he remembers this young client hitting him up, and the client hit him up, and he liked the thing, and it was Netflix, and we're like, "What the heck is Netflix?" And then Dad was like, "Okay, you know what? Nobody else wants to give a shot." Boom, got into Netflix, and then
your father's intuition was right though, man, because now it's like, I mean, you gotta.
Don't get it twisted. It's still a headache to get. Like, we were in Hulu for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hulu took everybody off. We were in Hulu for a while. We were God bless. Shout out to Amazon Prime. I mean, not Amazon. Shout out to Netflix. Yeah, and Amazon too. But the thing is, people don't realize how. Oh, I'm just trying to make the point, my brother. It's so hard to keep yourself in this independent films. And I think honestly, a lot of people started going crazy at independent films after Tubi came up. That's how I feel.
Yeah, Tubi because of the advertising video on demand. Because you can make money off of like advertising revenues. So you share. We get like, I mean, I have an idea that I'm trying to work on right now. I've been working on for a few years that I'm hoping that will come out soon with an app that I'm developing. Because, we need to progress from that, from just advertising video on demand, streaming video on demand. Because, we're moving towards a society where the people who are watching the content also need to make money too.
Yeah. There you go.
Listen, I think honestly that'd be great for people to get revenue. Like even with, I know I'm gonna say this again, Tory Lanez, he figured a way how to the person who basically
NFTs.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy if you really think about it though? If you think about it, kind of this is what I was telling her. I was thinking about like a Pokemon card, how collectible they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't an album have that same kind of value?
It does, but they're not. But I think streaming killed it for us, bro.
I'm gonna say yes and no. It actually killed the major labels, and it made it much easier for an independent artist to get it. Because an independent artist only thinks about one platform. So that's like saying that, hey, why am I cutting myself down with the SABs? There's about 300 stores. You're telling me right now, right, with your grind, that every store can have $500, $500, $500, 500, and there's 20 of them. 20 times 5 is what?
Right. Okay. I get your point.
You know what I mean? So that like
that's positive too. But I feel like when it went on iTunes and film it, and like artists were getting paid like $9.99 for an album, and people were streaming that. We're making more money back then than now, though.
Yeah, but that's our fault too for devaluing ourselves as artists, because at the same time you don't have to put it on that platform.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
some artists are not putting it on basically streaming. Some artists is like, you could buy my album and that's it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's something. But again, what I would say with streaming and the difference between streaming and our time, because I don't kill anybody. So I'm back in like 07. I'm back sitting there in the cars throwing the CDs. Hey man, listen to this, man. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Yeah.
To everybody out there that's younger, a Gen Z, whatever you want to call them, I was killing it, because think about this: $5 a pop, and all I would have to do literally is buy a CD thing of $20, put that in there, put a whole thing of CDs, like 100 CDs, and sell that $5 a pop. I was making triple the freaking budget, but. What I was saying was streaming to me, I felt like it's so much easier to make money. And everyone's like, oh my God, this guy's insane, 0.8. No, what I'm saying is because after you give them a taste, right? So give them a taste of it inside the streams, pull the album off, right? And make them only buy it.
Okay.
So it'd be like a...
You're talking about just like, do it temporarily.
Yeah, do it temporarily.
Pull it and then let them. Then you try to monetize it through like album sales and stuff.
I'm gonna say something really funny, but everyone's gonna think I'm crazy. Remember the soup kitchen guy from Stuyville?
Yeah. No soup for you?
No soup for you. That's me. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Here you go. Take a little teen over here. All of a sudden, he's trying to get right into my restaurant. It's closed every day. It's closed for every day except for 5 days in a year. You don't think they're gonna run and try to get it as fast as they can to go download it? Like, oh, that's all you have to do. You have to make yourself seem like, yo, I'm exclusive.
Which makes sense, because that's what some artists are doing right now too, right? They're like, some of them not even putting it on Spotify.
No, some artists I just see, go on Instagram and TikTok and then call me up and say, hey, what do you think of my music? I said, I never want to watch it again. I'm just joking, but I'm just honest, man. Like, I'm the worst DJ ever, bro. Not in a bad way. I will tell you straight up, I don't like it. Quick story, real quick, and then we'll get right back. A kid hit me up, right? He was making fun of my boy. So he calls me up, like, yo, man, I'm the hottest thing in the world. Blah, 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 right? I go, word? I said, do me a favor. He said, yo, you gonna listen to my music? I said, no. And I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you why. I said, you didn't come correct. And I don't want to hear your music because I don't like you now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, it's tougher to play somebody's music if you don't like them, though.
That's
thing
true.
is, I come up to you, right? My boy just introduced me to you, right? I come up to you like, yo, bro, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. What are you gonna think?
Yeah.
You're gonna look at me and be like, I'm helping him out. I don't know who you are.
Self praise is no praise, though.
No, get out of here. I'm from the New York days where they would kick your shin down, push you off the stage, and say the S word, and then after that, walk up like right when your knees broken, they'll walk on top of you just like Iverson did to Lou. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my New York.
We see you going back to like battle rap and stuff, and like in the good old days.
Oh, I'm from the lyrics, baby. That's why nobody. That's why
everything right now in the industry is fabricated to me, bro.
Oh yeah, no. It's like, hey, look at me, click, and then all of a sudden you look and be like, yo, bro, that dude lives with his mom. It's like, what about that car over there? He goes, that car? Oh, that's the old man John's car down the block. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't, between you and me, I know a lot of Gen Z is gonna get mad. Stop faking your dang life, man. I'm so sick and tired of watching this. Instagram, look at me, I'm famous. Woohoo! Stop it. Be real artists, be loved, be created, and be what you are in music. Don't let all of these smoke and mirrors, like me and him are talking about, because those are smoke and mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. It's not real life.
So music is all facade to me, man. Everything's fabricated, man. I'm just like, for me, it's like you talk to me, you see what you see is what you get with me, man.
I like it.
I'm gonna say my mind, and a lot of people don't like my opinion, but my opinion comes from a place where I like good music.
Yeah.
I like this guy now.
No, he didn't like you before. He loves you now.
I didn't say
like him too.
I didn't say I didn't like him, right?
I know, I'm just trying to be
funny. I just said what's up with me is a lot of opinions and stuff like that always get me annoyed. Not saying by the artists, just by like people our generation are not whiners. You know, our generations was like, when we learned, it was like, this is what you get. You got to go and build it all the way up by yourself. That guy ain't helping you. This person ain't helping you. And that person ain't helping you. And nowadays, it's like, why can't I just, put this together? Like, I just don't like the softness. I'm not from this era. Like, you don't got to.
You see it from our generation is like,
I don't like
you weren't handed stuff though.
No.
But this generation, people are getting it on a silver platter, man.
Well, this generation is gonna
they're getting on a silver platter, and they're like, their music sucks.
Oh my God!
Oh, yes. You beat that out, right?
Yeah, we could do sucks.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Well, we just did anyway.
I'm sorry. Actually, I don't even know what's the.
No, we're good with that. Don't worry about it.
I'm playing. But no, their music is terrible,
horrible,
despicable,
trash.
Makes me want to tear.
Garbage.
But again, I used to turn on the radio and stuff like that, and then
used to be excited.
Or you were like,
we don't get excited anymore.
You're like, back in the days, you watched like Rap City,
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I remember that. And
then you watch like new music. So like, I mean, you see like you'll wait for that new music video to come out, man.
Yeah.
Would it be Outkast? Would it be somebody else? Coming out with a new video, and all of a sudden now you're not waiting for any of that.
I always bring back the days like when I remember staying up late at night for MTV to premiere Michael Jackson's video Thriller.
Wow.
That shows my age.
I remember when Eminem came out with the Shady LP.
Okay,
you remember that.
Yeah, I remember a lot of stuff, man.
I remember making the video. You remember
but nothing's memorable now, though.
No.
Absolutely. No. How could something be memorable when everything is the same?
It's the same. It's all the same.
All it is just people with different hair, different looks, and different names.
But they're all
same artists.
They're
same
all
sound.
Yeah, they're all carbon.
You don't have an icon.
No, you don't.
No.
Well, no, that's true, because the icons back when I was younger were like Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah, but everybody originated their sound from an originator.
Those people were icons.
See, the thing is, right? Hip hop comes from samples. A lot of times it came from James Brown samples, right?
Mm-hmm.
The kids nowadays got this weird music that's like, and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, I do not understand it, and I don't want to diss anybody or get anybody mad, but it sounded like that person with the cigarette in their throat. Like, so that's what it reminded me of. But other than that, man, our generation rocks. And can I hear some of your music?
Okay.
I'm dying to.
Well, we could get to it if you both started, like stop like going on. I mean, you guys should just exchange numbers after the show. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this is a good show. And it got very high ratings. I can see it right there.
Okay, so let's get to I want to play Sensei Girl first. Do we have that
What's
one?
it called?
Sensei Girl. Okay, good.
I got to ask you the question after we're done with this. What made that title? Because I kind of do like that title, but I'm confused
Sensei
about
Girl.
it.
Well,
I'll tell you what it was.
Can you play it first, please?
Listen,
she don't need to lie when she want it. My love is the look in her she eyes when she want it. And she don't need to hide when she want it. Cause she gives me the wickedest ride when she want it. You see, she's licking her lips when she want it. I love how she winds up her hips when she want it. A little roots wine she'll sip when she want it. Cause she not got drink to get drunk and vomit. She not eat no swine, neither goat. A strictly roots and culture she promote. No little boy can't come provoke. Cause a peer Rasta man she want up in a she coat.
Sensei girl, you know you rock my world.
Okay, stop. I love that. I love that.
that was a teaser?
That was a teaser.
You're going to do that to me.
You are so wrong.
I was like,
No, I sent you the full video.
Is that not the full video?
This is the last email, man. You guys got.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so mad right now that we didn't get the full video. But okay, but he can still talk about it. Go ahead. I love that. He looked like, when he was like standing there.
so your sound is kind of more like a reggae kind of sound?
Soca.
Because when I'm listening to it, it sounds more like a reggae. It reminds me.
Not reggae, but it's soca.
Soca?
It's soca. It's calypso and soca.
He said soca.
Yeah, no.
It's calypso and soca, really, because like the line is like, like if you listen to the bass,
Yeah.
that's a calypso bass.
I know, when I was hearing it, like, na, na, na. In my head, it kept going, na, 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 na. It's on da da bong da da bong. I was like, oh man, but that's the type of music I love. Don't get it twisted. That's the type of music I love. That's classic.
So going back to what you're saying, brother, Sensei is a nickname for weed in Trinidad.
Weed.
Yeah, Sensimilia. So Sensei.
Oh, okay, I heard it. Okay,
So it was the original title that we went with was like Ganja Girl, right?
It's cool.
But it was like we wanted to come up with something. So we're like, how about Sensei? So we're like Sensimilia, which is like the female strain of the cannabis plant. So like and that's what we call Sensei.
Oh wow.
So it's a girl who smokes.
Oh.
I like it. I do. I really do like it.
I was grooving.
See, this is what I talk about originality. Nobody wanted. You don't sound the same. All I did, but you got my favorite reggae. Nah, 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 nah. Like you got like that kind of rhythm in my head. Like when I hear that, and I'm like, yo, that's the type of song I want to listen to. Because those are the type of songs when I was younger, man, that I loved. Because they would have like, you know what I'm saying? It would always have that meaning in it, but it would have like that really crazy bass that make you want to get up and just dance.
Yeah, you gotta hear the whole thing, man.
I know. I am.
Listen, it's called an A&R ear. Do you know what an A&R is?
Yeah, I do.
I know when something's gonna hit. Okay. If
you got an A&R ear,
and you see me going like this, bobbing back with her and doing this, that's a good
you know
thing.
What? That's always the signal.
If I'm standing here watching and going like this,
hold on. That's always the signal. When you see him grab my hand and start moving it up and down, that's a good thing.
That's a song I know I can.
That's a sign.
Can I say something? That's a universal record.
Yeah.
You understand?
Definitely.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I fight with so many people when they go, is this a hit record? I go, no, that's a regional record. It's only going to be hot in one region. That record, I can spin it in
everywhere,
LA,
right?
in Chicago. You know what I mean? In all the 40, well, usually like 50 states, but 48 states right now. You know what I'm saying?
We're in 48.
I can
Thank
spin
you,
it.
brother. Appreciate that.
We're getting to 50. We're not in 50 yet, but we're in 48. We're getting there.
No, I got to get one in. Where's
Where'd you? Oh, we have to get Alaska now.
Yeah, I got to get Alaska.
He's got a family member moving to Alaska now. He wants a station there, so this way she can hear our show. when she's at school.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
they got some good fishing in Alaska, by the way.
Alaska is good
Really?
for fishing, and Maine.
Fish.
Right?
Incredible in Alaska.
I've never been there, but I wouldn't mind going there.
I want to catch a polar bear.
What are you gonna do with him when you catch him?
What in the world can? Yeah, thank you, Vinny. What are you gonna do with a polar bear?
Oh, I'm gonna put him in our backyard.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hot for him in New York.
No, you know what?
You know what? Yeah, but you know what happened? He'll just turn to a black bear.
Listen, don't encourage. Do not encourage him, Gino.
But back to
can we get back
a
to
tan? You're bringing the polar bear from Alaska to New York to get a tan, like in the New York summer.
And I'm gonna give him a New York Yankee fitted hat and a chain.
Oh my God!
And then Pepsi. Okay.
Can you imagine the bear with a Flavor Flav chain, man?
That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna be like, this is gonna yo, it's time. But okay, so back to
his nickname would be the Bear. That's what it be.
Barry.
You know,
Barry. Yeah, Barry the bear. Yeah. But listen to this.
I can't believe you two.
Oh no, we get along very well.
Obviously.
So anyway, this is some questions.
Are you looking at my notes?
No.
Oh.
So this is a question I wanted to ask you though.
Okay.
So, who influenced you honestly on that sound that you make right now?
Are you talking about the artist? You're just talking about like
no, like when you were younger, right? And you first came into the like.
Oh, I mean, like because I grew up with like a lot of Trinidad artists, a lot of Jamaican artists. Listening to a lot of pop music, Latin, because I'm from Trinidad and Tobago originally, right? So, we have a mixture of music. Like calypso was like really the first thing that I got exposed to as a child, and steel pan, and also during Christmas time in Trinidad, we have Latin Trinidad music, like which is called parang, which is like similar to Venezuelan music. Okay. So like all of our music, Christmas time, our traditional music is Spanish. So we have like a whole dichotomy of mixes in the country. So I grew up with a lot of stuff, and of course, listen like pop stuff and everything else, and like all the other stuff from my parents, and top 40 and everything else. I grew up listening to everything, brother. So I never really said like, hey, I'm listening to this type of genre and that's it, But but I grew up in the days when like you're listening to like Slick Rick and
he just came out with an album that sounds phenomenal.
I heard that, but I haven't heard it yet though.
Bro, Nas went see, that's the thing, man. I hate to say that. I don't want to sound messed up, but they can still come out at like 60 years old and bomb on the new generation.
Yeah,
that's bad. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
It's not bad. It's just the quality, the low quality of like hip hop.
No, I'm not saying for them, but I'm saying for the generation. Like, where is their music gonna be after we leave? You understand? Like, that's how I'm thinking. I'm thinking of where's their icon. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say anything else after that, but where's the icon? But Slick Rick came out with a new album. Nas is on it. I think it's called, if I'm correct, all the DJs are gonna be like, you idiot. You should remember this because you played it 100 times for us. The documentary, the name of the record, and it sounds phenomenal.
I gotta check it out because I heard about it, but I haven't had time, man. But definitely we'll go and check it out though. But yeah, I got a lot of influences like from that, like from everything else.
I can't believe you were listening. You listen to Slick Rick all the way down there
in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh man, we listen to everything. But he's West Indian.
Yeah, that's true.
All the guys, a lot of the rappers are West Indian, man. They're from the islands. They're either from Puerto Rico, Trinidad, Jamaica, or one of the islands, man. Barbados.
Puerto Rican, baby. Don't forget that. But what I'm saying is, that's amazing. I'm just, where hip hop came from to the point where it's at now is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and also I was reading about him also that UK 2006 World Cup soccer tournament in Germany. New York Times rated his original song Soca Warriors anthem as a favorite, receiving accolades from New York Times and the BBC.
Oh yeah, no, you forgot to say that to me, didn't you? Just in the World Cup.
Yeah,
thanks. Yeah, thanks.
here he's talking and everything, and I'm sitting there once he said soca, right? And I'm thinking about, wait a minute, I got that in my notes.
So that's all right.
Yeah,
so let me hold up. So okay, so now you got into the music, right? You got into basically loving the music. What was your first record you ever dropped?
First one I ever did, Up in the Fet. It was kind of like a hip hop soca with my boy Diamond, who was like rapping on it.
What? How old were you?
I was 16.
Oh wow!
Look at that, man. 16 years old.
But
Chilling.
yeah, I used to get called in the studios when I was 16, 17 years old to sing hooks, R&B hooks.
Yeah, you definitely got a good voice.
Yeah, I got producers call me in to sing hooks, man. I used to sing. I'd be able to sing. I'm a lyrical tenor. I'm classically trained.
Yeah, he is. He is very classically
What was the first time you ever worked? Like, who was the first person, like, basically in pro that you worked with? Like, your first shot to actually go pro?
It was a Canadian producer who worked with he worked with Cat Stevens and Police. His name was Nick Laguna.
Okay.
And I was doing an EP, and he told a demo, and he's like, you need to go down to LA. And that was in 2008.
Yeah.
And 2007, 2008. And then he got really sick, and I went down to LA, and that's when I hooked up with Greg Fillinganes, Michael Jackson's musical director and arranger.
How'd you meet him?
I met him through my producer at the time, David Kirschenbaum, who did like Janet Jackson and a whole bunch of people. So, and David brought Greg into it, and Greg heard my voice, and that's when we did Everything to Me and the other albums and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's been a long time in the making, though, man.
Is that when you got seen? Is that when you got seen? I don't mean to cut you off. Is that mean when you got seen in Motown and stuff like that, and they were thinking to try to get?
No, before that, when I came down to LA with my demo.
Okay.
And that's when I was speaking to the labels at that time, and I just didn't want to change my style.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The first thing
I was doing live music, like I had my band and stuff like that, and I was singing and doing stuff like that, So, and this other stuff, like Sensei and stuff like that, I produced that myself. You know what I mean?
First of all, I love the video. What I saw in it, because somebody cut the video on me that hurt, and I was going in. Because you got a dope voice.
He was starting to go in, and then it was numb, and then it stopped, and we were like, "Oh hell no!"
You gave me bad flashbacks of when my equipment just shut off on me. Thank you.
God. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like you're on a set. Exactly. And it cuts off. Right?
I was literally jamming, and I was sitting there mixing things in my head. Then 5 seconds later, it went.
You know what? We'll replay it on our show. Somehow we'll get it done.
No, I'm gonna play it on the DNA mix.
There you go.
So don't worry about that.
We're playing that whole.
Oh, man, thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
I love your music, man. You're talented. That's it.
We're just done with that.
Yeah, you don't guys say nothing anymore. I like it.
No,
So,
but hold on.
No, I want to ask another
Oh,
question.
he wants to ask another
No,
question.
but
You know what?
I'm very
This
intrigued.
is the guy. Hold on. Usually I'm the one who's asking all the questions, and I'm usually having the conversation, and you just took over 75% of the show.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
Stand back, watch the pro. No, I'm
All
playing.
Go ahead.
Won't kill me.
Wait until after the show.
All right. So my thing to you is, right. So now, after the labels meetings and all that, you didn't want to go change your style. Where did you go after that? Did you basically say to yourself, "Dang, I got to be a major independent now"?
Yeah, I said I have to do it somewhere because I gotta get my music out there.
Yeah.
So then I wrote my first script, like I told you about the Deeper and Bitcoin in 2010, and then so my content got stolen in Hollywood by other studios.
What? Acting like that's brand new.
Yeah, I know.
We already know.
Yeah, once your stuff once it stays out there too long, you don't produce it, things happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely, especially when you had the fun meetings. And I'm talking about like, yo, I love this, man. This is great. All of a sudden, it's just like, all right, cool. And then all of a sudden, they give you that weird thing like, you're gonna need a little bit of help. And then 6 months later, you look on the TV and there's your idea.
that happens.
Man. Like, yo,
industry. I'm used to it. Bro.
Somebody's suing these two big actors right now because his screenplay went into a studio and they said they're not making it, and then all of a sudden they made the movie like a year afterwards.
Bro, I seen it.
That movie.
I'm really in the industry. I've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah.
I seen it when it was like a meeting when it was like, you gotta energetic. You know, you can't do AZZZZB. And I go like this. I go, yup. I look at my boy. I'm like, yep. They just found what they're gonna have, and they don't need us. Okay. Thank you for the meeting. You want to talk anymore? No, I'm out of here. What do you mean you're out of here? I got a copy written on my things triple. I'll see you later. I've been in the game so long, I'm just used to that, man.
Can I just ask one more question? Because I also noticed, because his mother Linda is a very big supporter of her son, and you actually started Gold Dove Entertainment Inc.
Yeah, Gold Dove Entertainment. We started off in Toronto, then went to LA.
That is so cool. How is that working with your mom now? You know what I'm saying?
I love working with my mom, but like, I mean, she's very professional. She's very supportive and stuff like that. And I thank God that, like, you know, I have family support. You know what I mean? Because it's not really that easy to have your family support, like, you know, especially in the arts.
Right? Yeah.
Music, you know.
No, but you know, it's just like a lot of times, like when parents are involved, sometimes they're overbearing, you know, in certain aspects of it. But you know what I'm trying to say. But with you and your mom, it's just like it's a well finished machine that works so well together, you know. And
it took some time to get there, though.
it always
took some time to get there, man. It wasn't always there first. It took time to get there, you know.
Yeah, because my father's, he's in the industry too, so I understand how you feel, because a lot of times they kind of go, and they kind of like, you know, it's like you're right there next to them. The star that they need is like literally right here, and they just keep overlooking you, and it just used to drive me crazy when it came to that. I don't know if you ever had that situation, but I had that situation plenty of times.
I think sometimes it's kind of like, and I could relate in a certain way with that, because sometimes it's kind of tough for like the older generation to pass the torch, I think.
Thank you. He said it perfect. Dad, if you're seeing this.
But you know, I think it is different.
No, absolutely.
From an aspect of a person that gave birth to you. Okay. It's a different, I don't know. It's just a different feeling for me.
I don't know.
You know what?
All I know is when I had if I had a little one and he needed my help, and he's like, pass the torch.
Yeah, but
you can take the whole torch. You can take the whole Lady Liberty.
No,
like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. Like,
he's giving it up.
You know what it is? You got to realize something. You're gonna, and I always tell everybody this: if you don't help the person that was born to have, you know, a higher level than you, right? You're stunting growth. And honest to God, that's not right. Like, if somebody, we have all different paths, like you said, right? And somebody is blessed by God to have a higher caliber than you, right? Why would you stunt their growth?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But I'm very intrigued to know about the new song.
Yeah, can I get to the new song now?
Yes, it's actually.
I'm hoping that we have the full video. Oh, okay.
No, you messed up again.
He's giving me the thumbs up. Okay.
Go ahead, drop a bomb.
So let's play the song "Everything to Me" by Gino McCoy. Let's do it.
In your eyes, I see no fear. I have finally found my love. Distance could never keep us apart. Now that you hold the key to my heart, my mind and soul can never let you go. Something my heart needs you to know. You are everything to me. You are everything. You are everything to me. You are everything. What you do, what you say, everything about your love, oh,
Oh,
Just
there's
right.
more. There's
No,
more.
there's more. Now this is from Lumina.
You went to You Are Everything to Me to Alien Invasion. I know women are from a different planet, but come on,
Oh,
man.
you know
Alien
what?
abduction. Alien abduction. Yeah.
But let me just say, because that what they
Good job, Tim.
let me just
Thank
tell
you,
you this from what I've seen with the music videos and from the trailers of Lumina, they're such great special effects. I
Great
mean,
quality. Love it.
yeah.
And it puts you
Thank
into.
you.
Shout out to M City too. He texted me and he was singing "You Are Everything."
Oh my God.
To me.
I'm telling you,
Good
I
job.
love that
I
song.
loved it. I'm gonna say it sounds like the King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten that so many times.
And
Wait, hold on. No, I
stop.
said
I'm humbled by that though. I'm humbled by people telling me that.
Rap Go Flash, The Broken Road. It reminded me of too.
what?
My two favorite records.
Oh, Rascal Flatts.
The Broken
Okay.
Road. And hold up.
Wait, you know what?
And one more.
Oh my God, here we go.
The Furious Five. Tender Love.
Oh,
Tender Love. Yeah.
okay. Can I make my session my
Go ahead.
okay. When he starts the song,
To me. Go ahead.
will you stop singing the song?
Well, you are everything to me.
Okay. Everything to him. See, look at that. Now it's gonna
You got me brownie points. Thank you.
It's gonna be our anniversary song. There you go. But he reminded me with that voice. See, you have a really good voice, okay?
Thank you.
But he reminds me of The Weeknd when he first starts off that song. That scratchiness in the voice, with I don't know, what do you call it or whatever. That little, you remind me of The Weeknd.
I was singing before The Weeknd.
No, okay.
Stop trying to call him weekdays.
No, I'm not. No.
Thank you, Auntie. but I definitely was in the music business before The Weeknd. But Weeknd got luckier than me and blew up earlier. So
Right. No, but okay, you got it. You got me there. All I'm saying is
he didn't get lucky and blow up before you. He just did everything the machine wanted him to do.
oh yeah,
Now drop the mic to that, please.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because you would have been, if you came in 08, right? And you would have done that music that sounded like Usher and them, we wouldn't be having a discussion of independent majors.
Right. Yeah.
You felt in your heart that your craft is more worth than listening to all of the jumble tumble stuff. And that's why you're here as a major independent.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, the road might have been harder, but the rewards are so much sweeter.
Yeah. That's
Thank
true.
you. I appreciate that. I believe that too because I couldn't. If I was singing that stuff that they wanted to push me into, I wouldn't care about it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And they were trying, like, what you heard right now, like everything to me is what they didn't want me to sing.
Right. Yeah. And look
They
how
didn't want me to do that type of R&B pop
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, and look at it now. I mean, I love it.
I just don't understand, if you really want to know, how they would pass that up to hearing the crap that I've been hearing nowadays. And it's not like you guys bring back an era that is golden, you know? And right now we are stuck in the Bronx era. You know, it's not shining. Forget it. Y'all silver. But listen, you know what I'm saying? But when I hear that sound, man, it really like I don't understand how that's not a commercial sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sound is so commercial, right? That it could shut down the whole thing in Fox. Like, think about that. Like, your thing is so good, man. It's like I could put it in front of any age bracket.
Yeah.
And they'll love it.
And they're like, right. Yeah, I can see that.
That's different. Like,
brother, they were saying different back in 2010 when I brought it up to them.
No, you know what they said? They looked at it. They said, this is too good. That's all they said, because you got to understand something. You would have blown up. You have a different mindset probably than The Weeknd, probably than the other artists, because you expand. Because just speaking to you for a little bit, you look like you want to expand more than what they wanted. Yeah. They get artists that are on small pedestals, right? That they can, I'm not going to say like, forget it. They can control. So because they can control that artist, that's what they want to hear. If
you said the key word right there, control.
Yeah.
So
I'm a non-conformist.
Yeah.
I know, I can see it. That's why we get along very well.
Yeah. Non-conformists get along with non-conformists, to be honest with you.
I'm a rebel.
Oh my God, is he a rebel? Trust me.
I am not your ordinary DJ, sir. They can't make me play music that I don't like, and they can't make me be trying to act like I'm proper when I'm not. I'm an angry New York DJ from the early 2000s.
But those are the DJs that we respected, though, man. Those are the DJs we respected growing up, though.
Yeah.
The ones that didn't take shit, that wanted to play what they wanted to play, though.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
they wore their heart on their sleeve, and they're like, yo, I'm gonna play this song, and I don't care what you say, this is my vibe, this is what I want to play.
That's why everybody loves me. They call me DJ Energetic, DJ Worldwide, because I am worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. And none of y'all can do nothing about it.
Oh my God, please. Relax.
Nah, but back to that song. Classic record. I'm shocked because I can see that in sitcoms. I can see that all around movies.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You can sing that song.
I'm just confused because it's like
anything.
Even in 010, right? In 010, real quick, and then we're gonna get to, like, you know what I'm saying, you shout everything out, tell everybody where they can find you and everything. In 010, they needed that type of song.
Yeah. They didn't want it, brother.
It was so watered down in 010 too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you straight. You know, one thing I'll tell you, bro. Everyone that knows me knows I'm very straight up. I'm not a liar. I'm like a person. I'll tell you straight as it is. They did not want that song from me. I can see that. I have other stuff like that, and they did not want that song when I took it to them. They wanted to change it, and then I said, no, I'm not changing it. And that's the reason why I wasn't signed in 2009, 2010. But later,
I'm glad you're not, because your music is way better than anything that they put out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad.
And what's very messed up, though, is those are the years that we were working with Interscope heavy. So what I'm gonna say to you, though, is, man, it was definitely dope. Those are charting too, right, on the media based charts.
It's number 30 on Billboard right now.
Nice.
Everything to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody just heard us. Say it again.
Number 30.
Number 30 on the AC chart on Billboard right now.
Look at you. You go.
It entered last week, man. So God willing, you know, it could go up a little bit more, man.
If it don't go up, then I'm gonna smack whoever runs the billboards. Now I'm playing.
Don't be doing that.
Well, it's fire.
It's abuse.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Billboard.
So why don't you say thank you to Gino for coming on?
Gino, thank you so much, my brother. It's been a pleasure. Your music.
Thank you so much for having me, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure meeting you and Altia, man. Thank you so much for having me. I hope we could do this again.
You okay?
And
We gotta get a
next time I shoot my next movie, which is coming up soon.
Okay.
You guys are invited on set, man. If you guys want to come.
Oh no, definitely I'm gonna come. But listen, you're gonna be played from LA all the way to New Zealand. That's how much I love that song.
That's where we go.
Thank you, brother.
You're
All
welcome.
right.
Much love. Thank you, man. God bless you guys, yo.
No, God bless you.
Just remember, people, Gino McCoy. Even though, wait, you know what? This cool thing before we go, real quick. He has such a cool name. It's Gino Justin Hudson McCoy. I love it. I love it.
I've never seen you say you love a name.
No, I'm just saying it's such a nice, beautiful name. I love the name. Anyway, Gino McCoy. Find him on Instagram, everywhere you can. Go find his song.
YouTube, Gino McCoy official as well. Yeah.
There you, Gino.
And please, I want both of you guys to go and watch Lumina.
I know. I am.
Your opinion.
I promise you, in the hole. Okay.
What?
In the hole, like the whole movie. Don't get your mind is in the gutter. Good night, everybody.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week.
Bye bye.